On the foredeck, you can see we have a very large, wide foredeck, very easy to move around. The flush hatches mean that movement on the deck is very safe, as there's nothing to trip over. We have a twin anchor roller designed forward with an optional fitting that allows us to receive a code 0 or a symmetrical spinnaker. A very deep anchor locker with a integrated anchor windlass. The Odyssey 379 has a Selden rig for both the standard and the in-mast furling version, so a very high-quality rig. And one of the key features also is that we've put the rigging inboard against the coach roof. That means that you have a much better passage along the side decks when moving fore and aft than you might find with a boat that has rigging on the exterior of the hull side. In terms of the rigging on the boat, we can see here we have our German sheeting system here coming back that is led back to the helm for the main sheet. We have a very long main sheet traveler, which allows the maximum amount of adjustment. And we have the Jeanneau tracks here on the side deck, again being led back to the primary winches. Continuing on the side deck, we have a integrated handrail along its entire length, which allows very safe and secure movement. Very long windows providing the light inside the boat. And we have integrated behind the plexiglass 2 opening ports, one in the head compartment and the other above the cooker in the galley. The cockpit of the Odyssey 379 is really very unique because it involves a twin helm design, which is something you usually see on much larger boats. What it creates is a space that is very, very easy to entertain in. You have to remember that the cockpit is where you spend 80% of your time when you're on board. The twin helm design allows for very easy access to the sea as well as around the central table. The table here has all of the features you need for cruising. It has cup holders. We have an ice box with integrated bottle holders in the middle. We have storage compartments on the front and back end. We have indirect lighting here on the table, as well as space here for equipment, and where we can also mount an exterior GPS on a rotating pod. You can see that everything is led back to the cockpit. All of the control lines right back to the winches here in the cockpit. You can also see here our curved windows that we have leading into the aft cabin, along with its opening hatch. We have here on the port side a very large cockpit locker, which goes all the way out to the side of the hull. And integrated in this storage compartment is a dedicated space for the companionway hatchboard. The helm station is really a command post of sorts on board the boat. We have coming back to the primary winches here both the main sheet, which comes back to either side, as well as the jib sheet. Both of them have blockers on them, so it's very easy to use one and the other, and easy for a very short-handed crew to sail the boat in complete security. Included also at the helm would be all of our electronics, whether it be autopilot, wind, and tri-data instrumentation, compass. You have a handrail here in front of the helm for easy movement. And here at the starboard helm, of course, we also integrate in the engine control and engine panel. At the aft end of the cockpit, we have lots of storage. We have on the starboard side helm position an area where we have a locker for 2 gas bottles. On the opposite side, we have a very deep locker that's designed for fenders and gaffs, anything that's a long item. And in between, we have a large life raft compartment, which is very easy to access and very easy to remove the life raft when needed. The optional spray hood on the boat has a lot of neat features to it. It has a zip-out front window, which allows you to have ventilation while maintaining the protection of the spray hood. You have a window in the roof, which allows you to do all of your sail handling with an eye towards the sails, and plenty of handholds that help you here both in the cockpit and when you're transferring out onto the side deck. One of the key architectural features of the boat is the fact that we've moved the cockpit as far aft as possible in order to benefit from the maximum amount of interior volume and volume in the cockpit. And what that does is allow us to have a fold-down transom door, which, when it is closed, creates a very closed and secure cockpit. And when it is down, it gives a very good access to both the sea and to the dock. Integrated into the door is a telescopic ladder with handholds that allow you to easily climb back on board. Just forward of that is the dedicated life raft locker, in which there's also a special access to the steering system.